What a month it has been. We've been talking about it all month. It's that September is traditionally the worst month in the stock market, and it didn't disappoint. It was the worst month for the Dow and the NASDAQ, and just like a birthday boy in a bouncy house, the S&P bounced around before eventually falling 5% to have the worst month since March. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, to say the least, for the stock market, but there's hope. I really do think there's hope. And Bitcoin is up 5% today. So what the heck is going on? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the TipRanks YouTube channel. I'm Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. We're going to talk about the broader market today because, my goodness, it's been a roller coaster ride. The Dow and the NASDAQ had the worst month of the year this month, and we've been talking about September all month, that it's traditionally the worst month in the stock market, and it's been bad. It's been a roller coaster ride. The S&P actually broke a 7-month winning streak. It's down 4.8% on the month overall, but I think there's hope out there because futures are slightly up right now. The House just passed a bill that the Senate passed today to fund the government through the rest of the year. We talked about that yesterday. I said that's pretty much a given that will happen, but I don't think they're going to do anything with the debt ceiling, even though, extending the debt ceiling or suspending the debt ceiling doesn't authorize new spending. They're still using it as a bargaining chip. So I said that's unlikely to happen anyway until the deadline of October 18th. And today was the deadline to fund the government. So the Congress waits till the bitter end to do things. But September's over. So is there hope in the market? I think there is. I really, really do. And then we're going to talk a little bit about crypto as well, because Bitcoin was up 5% today. Fantastic recovery from Bitcoin, back up over almost 44,000 in the high 43s right now. So pretty great news there. So one thing tomorrow that could still make the market a bit rocky: investors are awaiting key inflation data that is due tomorrow to gauge the state of price pressures as the economy recovers from the pandemic. The core personal consumption expenditures price index, the inflation measure the Federal Reserve uses to set policy, is expected to rise 0.2% in August and 3.5% year over year, according to economists polled by Dow Jones. So that is a number they're looking for. If the 0.2% isn't right on par, there's a chance that number could be 0.3, 0.4%, something like that. And then the overall year over year number could be higher as well. If that happens, it will probably be a rocky day in the market again. I don't know if the pain is over right now. So look out for that tomorrow. That'll be a big thing. One thing to note, we talked about last month, inflation measure jumped 3.6% year over year in July, which hit the highest level since May of 1991. So that was a scary thing to see in the stock market, and that created a bit of a rocky time for a couple days, but it didn't last very long before people were buying the dip. I think there was just so much up and down and sideways trading this month that people didn't take advantage of buying the dip as much as they usually did throughout the rest of the year, but I think that will change for the rest of the quarter. So something to pay attention to is in the morning is that inflation data. So pay attention to that. There could be a bit of a rocky start tomorrow if that isn't what is expected. If it comes in better than expected or in line, I think we will have a good day tomorrow for the last day of the trading week. But obviously I could be wrong. The S&P was down 1.19% overall today. The Dow was down 1.6%, and the NASDAQ was down almost 0.5% overall. But Bitcoin, if you take a peek at that, was up 5% over the past 24 hours, back up over 43,700 for the first time in a little while. It's been a rocky time for crypto overall, and this last couple of weeks have been a bit crazy. If you look back to September, what was it? September 7th, yeah, it broke 50,000 again, and it has fallen a lot since then, down 17,000 at one point. It was down under 40 for a short period of time for Bitcoin. So let me know how you guys feel about the broader market right now. Are you pivoting over to crypto like everybody else is today and buying the dip on that? Or are you excited for the stock market to take a turn? If you guys, there are, I think, a lot of opportunities right now out there. One that I'm looking at specifically is Peloton. Peloton is ticker symbol PTON. That is under $90 a share for the first time in quite a long time. They were actually up almost 2% today. And I think that one could really run over the next couple weeks. Because I think when it hits these 80 levels here, like it did back in May, it tends to recover quite a bit from that. It's usually a pretty good buy under $100 for Peloton. But Peloton has been really a strong, pandemic stock. As people are stuck in the house, they want to work out at home, so they buy a Peloton treadmill or a Peloton bike or something like that. And people are worried, investors are worried, I think, that as the pandemic starts to, as more and more people start to get vaccinated and things, and people get back to the gyms more and more, that Peloton will fall, and maybe they aren't worth this, $26 billion valuation. But I think Peloton's going to be around for a long time. They're doing a lot of stuff on the subscription end that will get them a ton of revenue, millions and billions of dollars worth of revenue over the next 5-10 years. And I think this is a stock that is a good bargain right now, and I think could run over the next couple weeks if the market turns around. So that's one to peek at if you are in to buying the dip on good stocks. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Is the broader market going to turn around, or are you pivoting over to crypto? Let me know. I would love to hear your opinion down there. As always, if you learned anything new or found any value in this video at all, let me know by hitting that subscribe button or that like button down below, and I'll see you in the next one.